call the meeting to order. Pretty light agenda, so hopefully we can keep it to that. Do we need to entertain any changes or adjustments to the agenda? I don't believe so. We're circulating a paper form of the warrants, so we'll have some time to review those as we move along. So the first item up for consideration is a request for road maintenance, private road maintenance. From Mr. Line, it looks like he was able to fill out the updated digital form and get that submitted. So everybody had the opportunity to review that. It was posted to the shared drive. It's pretty consistent with previous years, it looks like. To me, does anybody have any questions or concern about this application?
I thought it looked good. I just have a question about do not mow on one side and mow on the other side. Is that clear enough for the crew? Do not mow.
That's sort of when
And then mow.
it stopped.
Well, only if it's coming from one direction.
I think
Anyway.
he's got it.
Yeah.
He's
got
got
it
both
figured out.
ways. He's done it many years
No
ago.
problem.
We haven't heard anything about it.
Good.
And this is like a single year approval as the application currently stands. So this would be for the balance of the 2026 summer mowing season. I get a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Right.
All right. Thank you. I don't know if you wouldn't mind getting that back to Craig, and then let the road crew know that that application's been approved. That would be great. Next item up is appointments. It's a request from Ann Winchester to serve on the Ordinance Advisory Committee. These are generally standing 1-year appointments for this committee, like how we've structured them. Is that right?
Yes.
And that would be, I guess, well timed because the Ordinance Advisory Committee is going to be meeting next week. So it'd be good to have Ann's input on that.
Can I ask the question?
Sure.
I believe Stephanie Kaplan expressed interest a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
We told her we were gonna wait until we switched gears on things. We wanna clarify if you are appointing one but not the other, why? Just for public record.
That's a great question. I guess I'm curious as to why Anne had reached out now, or she just saw it as an opportunity for her to serve.
Jan Olson reached out to her.
Oh, okay.
And said that she was planning not to continue on, but she knew that Anne had qualities and experience that would contribute to the group.
I certainly don't disagree with that, given her time on the select board and serving in other capacities for the town. We have the open spots available. I think and I know that Jan also wanted to kind of step down from the committee as soon as reasonable relative to the scope of work. So I think if this affords her the opportunity to do that, I think and could pick up where Jan left off pretty well. And but Stephanie has expressed an interest. I don't know if she's filled out any forms or anything like that. But I think her history of serving the town is pretty well established. So I don't know if folks are willing or open to considering making both appointments.
Not if she hasn't applied.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I take the point that I don't recall the incidents that. But if we, I mean, we could certainly, it's public knowledge that Anne's going for this position. And brought it back up, but I mean, we can reach back out to Stephanie, I guess. if
Can
that's-
someone clarify when these terms all expire? I'm looking at the website, it's got Tegan, Bill, Jan, Marge, Jordan, and it says terms expire 2026 for all. I'm just not clear on how many spots there are.
There's standing, places for two select board members and Tegan, and then, the balance is, community members who may be relevant relative to the scope of work that's being under consideration. And everybody's under a 1 year, appointment schedule is how we kind of originally structured that committee.
The calendar.
So, well, it'd be the same kind of appointment
July 1.
schedule, July 1 to the end of June, so we're behind, and we reappointed the town officials, to the committee, but we haven't renewed any of the others, I don't believe.
With the idea being that we are hopefully one meeting away, maybe two, but hopefully one away from sort of rounding out these current ordinances. And if we had appointed people at the end of June to come in to the July meeting fresh, we would have rehashed a lot of the same ground. And so we thought about postponing these particular appointments until we could get those to the select board and bring new people in for the new ordinance.
Is 5, sort of the number on the committee, or is there room
I
for?
think 5 to 7 is kind of what we were
Yeah.
thinking would be the target, good working.
So
Group.
maybe it would make sense to bring Ann on now to fill Jan's seat and reach out. Let
Or-
them know that.
Or we encourage both to attend next week's meeting, and then we consider both appointments at the fall select board meeting. Which is maybe be a little,
Do we know if Marge is, staying on?
She said she would not like to.
Okay. So there's 2 open positions.
And 5 feels like the minimum, especially if 1 or 2 people miss a meeting, that it gets really small really quickly.
Mhm.
So I feel like if we did have more interest, can't speak for Jordan, but I wouldn't be against having 6 or 7 on the group.
You would?
I would not be against.
Would not be,
I think
yeah,
6 or
yes,
7
thank you.
would
I'm
be-
sorry.
would feel
Yeah.
healthier.
Is there really any reason that Ann can't participate fully in the next meeting if we postpone the actual appointment? If you don't need her for quorum or something for the next meeting.
But is there,
I guess I would, I'm sorry.
a reason for postponing? I mean, we have an application. We don't have any other applications.
Right,
Right.
that's why
I
I said
mean,
it.
we have a rumor, but we don't.
Right.
It's been a
Well,
while, it's been a number of months, and I can't recall exactly how she conveyed this to me. I would have to look it up again and find exactly.
So my preference would be that we go ahead with the, vote on Ann's
On Ann's
candidacy because she
candidacy.
submitted her application in, good order and, then there needs to be discussion about the fact that there is another opening and what are we planning to do about that? So I would separate the 2 things.
sure. So would somebody, like to make a motion to appoint Ann Winchester to the Ordinance Advisory Committee for a term of 1 year?
So move.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, and so I guess then, for brief discussion, we've got, then the 2 other vacancies, and I think it would be worth following up with Stephanie to let her know that there is that 1 spot, and also make an announcement or another call for anybody else who would like to serve with relevant
Sorry,
experience.
I'm confused. You're saying 2 other vacancies? Jan is leaving, correct? And we just didn't,
Yeah,
what am I,
sure.
what am I missing?
It's a membership of 5 to 7, so there's either 1, 2, or 3 vacancies.
Right. Okay. Meadow, we have not announced that there's openings in this committee yet, is
Yeah.
that, we have?
Yep,
And we didn't get any interest until just now with Anne?
yeah, as far as I know, Anne is the only person who applied
Okay,
in the last, like, I guess, 3.5 weeks of recruitment.
okay. Alright, so does it make sense for us to re-announce it or not?
So you're saying Stephanie didn't respond to the open call, is that?
Right,
I think, but back in March or April, she reached out and said she'd be interested, and we were trying to finish at that point, so I asked her to hold off, and I said we'd be doing reappointments during the summer.
Got it, okay.
I could reach out to Stephanie,
And I'll find the communication.
Okay. and then we could just like send the application link and.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that'd be great.
I guess I would just, okay, so this has been announced like everything else.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, okay,
it's also like currently up on like several posting sites.
great, okay, thank you.
All right.
People don't read signs.
True fact.
Next we have, public comment. Not seeing any on Zoom or present. Do any select board members want to use that time to raise any issues that aren't on the agenda?
I did want to ask whether anyone else had seen the front porch forum post about the resident whose lilies were murdered.
Yes.
And whether
It's
there had been
been,
any response.
yes, so he and Kari emailed back and forth, and I think they have reached an understanding, and so.
Okay, were they really close to the road?
I don't know.
Is this Jack Hill?
Yes,
It's totally.
Yeah, there's a, well, up on, almost right above me, there's a whole line of them up there. And I don't mow lily generally, but if there's a lot of wood in it, they're gonna get mowed, but there weren't any, you know, just, it's
Yeah,
a training thing.
yeah.
I try to leave flowers alone.
Yeah, I know, I imagine that's what people try to do, so.
I think it's okay.
Okay, so he's been talked to. Thank you. That's all.
Thanks for bringing that up.
From vacation, I'm guessing. Kari, yeah.
He's been checking email daily, I would say, and I try to be really clear when an email is not at all urgent and when it is urgent.
I actually was wondering if that, so that went on to Front Porch Forum, but was there a call or any outreach to the town office or to
No.
Kari? No, so it went there first is what was my concern.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, people know.
But I'm glad Kari followed
Yeah.
up directly, it's great.
I think at some point we should flag for a future agenda, a deeper conversation about roadside mowing, because I feel like there's
Yeah,
there's the, applications. I had a couple of complaints last week from the Japanese knotweed by the store got
Mhm.
mowed. And then the mower went right up County Road and you could see,
Mm.
bits and pieces of Japanese knotweed, which is invasive, we want to control. Sort of scattered up the road, and I got several people pointed that out to me.
Mhm.
I do know Kari had a long conversation with Peter Harvey, and
Yeah.
came away with some new ideas about it, and then the road crew has had some perspective, so I definitely know it's something that is on his mind, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was ready to have a talk about it when you all have.
Yeah,
some
it
agenda.
just feels like it keeps popping up.
so the question of roadside mowing and invasives,
Specific.
let's have a.
And people's private, it's all
It's all
connected
connected.
thing. And then John Stafford told me today that it's harder to grade the roads if there's long, tall grass right at the edge, because the grass gets pulled in with the grader and then that does things. So there's a lot of factors into mowing and grading and all this.
Well, clearly they know more about it than I do.
We can hear back from Kari about it. Yeah, next meeting,
Great.
yeah.
Okay, and the other thing is, the front porch forum post about Curtis Pond. Should the select board take further action about Curtis Pond, we put up a sign, but what is the enforcement of our ordinance? Right?
Age-old question.
So fishing at you're talking about fishing at the swimming area?
Well, and dogs and the other violations,
Mhm.
that are being, residents have a hard time, enforcing this, and we don't have a constable. So do we have other thoughts or options, appoint a Curtis Pond enforcer? I don't know.
We already have the island
Island,
monitors.
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it feels like their job is just tidying and keeping an eye on things, but sometimes they do report back that there are messes they have to deal with.
Well, I don't have uh, a good initial proposal, but I think that those two subjects are worth spending some time on, at a future meeting. So we'll just add them as an agenda item to the next meeting. Probably I'll have a conversation with
Or to invite some of the users who
Kari.
are there.
Yeah, invite some of the folks, talk to the swim lesson people maybe, and see what they see.
Yeah,
I think we.
Is
Right.
Curtis, is it a discussion that comes up with Curtis Pond Association? Should we be reaching out to the Curtis Pond Association? Jamie, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it is not something that the Curtis Pond Association has discussed extensively at their meetings,
Mhm.
but there are definitely people in the Curtis Pond Association who would want to participate in the conversation, I think.
I thought the idea that the person had to just remind folks and through other front porch forum postings was not a bad idea. Because people just might not be aware and then they're there and they're planning to do a thing and they.
Yeah.
mhm.
So it wasn't on the agenda, we probably shouldn't have a big discussion here, but it would be good to think about it.
Yeah.
I think, thanks for raising the topic. I made some notes and we'll maybe try to come prepared with like a hierarchy
Yeah.
of ways to communicate that a little further and wider, and the enforcement is a tough one to answer. Moving on to administrative items. We have the 2 minutes we tabled, approval of last minutes. Those both were posted to the share drive. I believe everyone's had an opportunity to review those.
Didn't you see this July sixth?
Yeah, I found the, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah. And just throw it in there.
Oh, well, that's being added. Has everyone had the opportunity to look at board orders?
No,
Yeah.
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 we have them as a poster.
Ooh. You want to table the July 6 minutes and catch them,
They're
or,
straightforward.
I'm sorry, not the, okay,
June 22nd was fine.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on June 22nd, and the July 6th are now there, and they're very brief.
Okay.
can I have a motion to approve, if there aren't any questions or comments on either of those, I'd be happy to entertain that as a joint motion.
I haven't seen the stick yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll keep reviewing
Just,
board orders.
it just,
You meant,
I have to get out and I can.
Not looking for you, Christie.
It's there now. I had to go out and back in again.
Okay.
Press
Thank
F5.
you. Oh, yeah. That's fine. Thank you.
I think we're good, so.
All right. I get a motion to approve, the minutes for both June 22nd and July 6th. Okay. All in favor? Thank you. And, Tegan, do you want to do you have anything to report on from town clerk's department?
We have another election, I don't know if everyone has heard the news,
Another election.
another election.
Oh, no. So they did put it on.
They did put it on, in the interest of full disclosure, Rosie LaCare of East Montpelier and I went and requested that they piggyback it on with the August 11th election, rather than give us a random election in the
Right.
fall.
Another election.
And they decided to do so. So, Meadow helped me get all the warnings out over the weekend, and I should have ballots for the school election soon. And I will mail ballots for the school election to everyone who's already requested primary ballots and have it available. So that's going on now. We are 29 days away from that election, so now it's when we start to test the tabulator and just make sure we have all our ducks in a row for August 11th.
Okay. So you'll be running 2 elections simultaneously on this.
Yeah, but we do 3 or 4 on town meeting day in addition to town meeting, so I don't think either one is gonna be terribly busy here that day. I think a lot of people who are concerned are gonna vote early.
that's true.
But Meadow and I are gonna send the word out to potential election volunteers this week to start lining people up.
All right.
Am I hearing correctly that they decided to put them on the same day on the other? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that is about it. Meadow, has anything come up in the last week that you wanted to report on?
Tomorrow's Meadow's birthday.
Oh.
Wait, I didn't hear.
Wow, it's another birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Meadow.
Thank you very much.
1 minute, wow.
9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't think so, like, we're just kind of processing ballots as they come through.
Okay,
Website stuff, like, I'm basically almost done with all of the back end stuff that I needed to do in order to organize the migration. And so I think I can kind of press go at any point, either maybe not this weekend, but maybe next weekend, just make the merger official.
yeah, it's seeming, knock on wood, like a relatively quiet time. I wonder if there's any reason to wait until after the election in case there's a hiccup or something, but
if we wait till after the election, then it's tax payment time and not until on camera, I think now is a quieter, better time to do it
Sure.
if we can, or waiting until after the September payment. That would be mine, because we're already getting many calls and emails from people who are worried about the tax rate.
Yes.
When will I know the tax rate? When is the tax bill gonna come out? It's a lot of anxious people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a month between now and the election, so, I think if you're feeling fairly confident in how smoothly that could go and what our backup plan is, if we need to, like, I think that's worth moving forward with it.
Yeah, all the same
Getting it right.
information is gonna be there, it's just gonna be
Yeah.
better organized and easier to find.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Why wait?
And
Yeah, why wait?
Easier to update, and easier.
Yeah, easier to update, and maintain.
Yeah.
Fewer black holes.
Well, I guess we could target a couple weeks from now if we want to make that official. I don't know that we need to make an official action out of that.
I think we've already authorized.
We already authorized the work and we've already talked about it, so, go for it.
Cool,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you. So has everybody now had an opportunity to review, board orders? They're pretty minimal at this point.
Yeah.
Can I get a motion to approve and sign the board orders that have been circulated tonight?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. And, the last item on the agenda is the, possibility of executive session to, review details regarding, a contract or discuss details of a potential contract. Should we go into executive session? Just to review
Yeah,
updates?
I think so. Just
Okay.
briefly. It involves the contract, so
I don't
And
have
this form, it
the
will not be actually coming out of it.
language.
Oh, you don't have it handy?
I can grab it quick. It's not copied into the agenda.
Computer.
Oh. My work one. Let's see, have labels anyway.
I have a blue.
Within striking distance here.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, so, this is gonna be relevant to, receiving an update on, details of a contract. So, I'd like to entertain a motion to go into, executive session under 1 BSA 313 A1A, which is relative to reviewing, contracts.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And this will be the last item of business, and I don't expect any actions afterwards, so,
Correct.
you're all set. Nope.
No, we're good.
Very nice.
The bar.
You got it.
Oh, whoops.
It's nice to be ending in time.